Hi, thank you for clicking on my video. Today's topic is how can we use medicinal mushrooms to support and balance our hormones? Medicinal mushrooms have been with us for millennia. Hippocrates, the father of medicine, used to talk about the beneficial effects of medicinal mushrooms. That was in 450 BC. We also find them in many ancient traditions like Ayurveda or Chinese medicine. Obviously, there's a lot of species of mushrooms. So there's about over 100 species of mushrooms around in nature. And if you're not an expert, you really need to be careful if you decide to go out in nature and look for them in the forest and pick them and try to eat them, because a lot of them are toxic and they can also be deadly. So really be careful with that. However, why is it that they're so good for us, for our bodies? Well, it's very simple. They are packed with many good ingredients for our bodies. Just to name a few, they are full of beta glucans, they're full of alpha glucans, they have vitamin B12, vitamin D. It's one of the few foods that contains some parts of vitamin D. So they're very beneficial to us. Another thing that they do is that they are helping us to balance our hormones. How do they do that? Mushrooms are called adaptogenic. What does it mean? It means that when you take them, they will adapt to the body and they will make sure that they're going back to balancing your body bit by bit. So they're helping to rebalance any imbalances that the body can have. However, some of them are more useful than others. So today I want to discuss 3 mushrooms that will help you with balancing your hormones. The first one is the reishi mushroom. You may also know it as Ganoderma. It's also called the mushroom of immortality. So really everybody wants to have that. But why is that? So reishi mushroom can help you with leveling the testosterone levels in the body. So what does it mean? It means that they can help to soothe symptoms like hirsutism, unwanted hair growth. Women with PCOS may have that, may suffer from that. Women during their menopause, perimenopause, premenopause may suffer from hirsutism as well. So this is a good mushroom to try to include in your diet if you can. Another thing that they do is for gentlemen, actually, because they're rebalancing testosterone levels, they are very good for prostate and also to help support prostate hyperplasia. So if you suffer from prostate hyperplasia, then reishi could be the mushroom for you. Another thing that they do is they're also helping people who have androgenic alopecia. So that's another point that you can try if you suffer from androgenic alopecia. What they can also do, they can soothe your stress hormones as well, so they can reduce stress and anxiety. So they promote a good night of sleep as well. So that's for reishi. It's a really fantastic mushroom, and many studies are proving that, yes, it's beneficial to have it as a part of our diet. A second mushroom is the Coprinus Comatus. Don't worry about the name of the mushrooms because I will put them at the end of the video anyway. But the Coprinus Comatus help us to support our hormonal balance in an indirect way, I shall say. It helps us to level our blood sugar. So when we have too much sugar in the blood, and we may be told that we are insulin resistant, or that we are pre-diabetics, or that we have type 2 diabetes, then this is the mushroom for you. It helps to regulate the sugar in the blood, and it also soothes cravings, so it's going to reduce cravings, and it's very good for sleep as well. It may also be useful in cases of obesity. The third mushroom is Cordyceps sinensis. Cordyceps sinensis is also called the mushroom of energy. So sporty people can take it as well. It's very good for endurance, but this is the mushroom that you want to have if you suffer from fatigue. Hormonal imbalance comes very often with fatigue. And, if you need some help to get going, cordyceps are for you. So one cordyceps in the morning, that's fantastic. It gets you going a little bit. Another thing that it does, it helps you with sleep again. And a very important thing is that it can help to balance estrogen levels. So if you suffer from a estrogen imbalance, that's for you. So it's going to help your LH, your FSH. That's very good, of course, during the menopausal time, but women may benefit from it from quite in many phases of their lives. So that these are the three mushrooms that I wanted to give to you. There are things that you need to be careful of, because mushrooms are not just beneficial, they come with some side effects as well. So you really, really need to make sure that when you take in mushrooms, and if you are on medicines, or if you're not sure, please speak with a practitioner or a GP to make sure that you're doing the right thing. So what can they do as side effects? These are just some of these that I'm just going to give you. There are many others, but they can, and especially reishi, they can interfere with your medication, blood thinner medications. So if you're on blood thinner, warfarin or any others, and if you're taking reishi mushrooms, because they are blood thinning themselves, you may get internal bleeding. So be very, very careful with that. A second thing is that they can lower your blood pressure as well. And they could also interfere with diabetes tablets. So if you're on diabetes tablets, just be careful on those as well. So as much as they can bring good benefits to us, if you are on medication, there are contraindications in taking them. So always be careful, and always check with a practitioner, someone who would know how to check all the contraindications for those. Another thing is, how can you take mushrooms? Well, it's very simple. They come in tincture form, they come in tablets form, or in powder form. Some of them, not all of them, but when you get them in powder form, you can include them in your food, for example. And at the end of this video, if you watch, I'm going to put a link that will give you access to a few mushroom recipes that you can try if you want to. So you can add some of these powders in your food and in your drinks. Yeah, so that they could be a very, very good ally for you to balance your hormones, and I really strongly recommend them. So that's it for now for this topic. If you liked the video, just don't forget to give it a thumb up. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, that's even better. We are going to post many other videos on hormones and many other subjects. So thank you very much for watching.